Here are 3 tips for improvers to improve their points play. Today I'm here with Aamir, and Aamir is also known as the research guy, and today we're going to be playing a range of different points play, showcasing Aamir's abilities, and also I'll be competing against him as well. Specifically, what we're going to be focusing on are 3 key areas.
Well, firstly, thanks Dylan for having me on the channel. I'm super excited to showcase what level of tennis I am at. It'll be interesting to see. I've never played against a left-hander. Again, I've never really played any match play, so it's quite a new experience for me. So I'm excited. You'll all see how many actual strokes I butcher. But it's interesting to get from a coaching perspective, things that I can learn on, that I can go back home and practice. So I'm excited to see what you pick up on.
Also, a few things that I'd like to touch upon is that we've never played against each other before. Aamir doesn't know my game, I don't know his game. So it's going to be first time perspective for you guys to see what I think of as a coach in relation to what Aamir thinks as a player.
I'm excited but nervous at the same time. So we'll find
it's
out.
going to be fun. Let's go.
So you see that bounce is that high. Something I gotta work on. You know?
It's the lefty kicker. So let's pin him in the corner first. Building the point, moving him around.
What I'm already seeing is angles. I was so far out the court already, which is something I'm not used to.
So what he's looking to do is hit his strength side, which is his forehand. I'm going to try to get to the backhand, open the court up for the nice forehand. Just like that. Oh, I nearly had it. You brought me into the net there.
Got me. So I was serving up for my favorite shot, which is the inside out forehand. But it's my footwork.
Oh. Let's trade with him a little bit. Just rallying with him. Let's see what he's thinking of doing.
So I know in the match play, probably not a great shot, but
little change of variety going down the line as well. What I'm trying to do is just construct the points in a way that's going to make it quite uncomfortable for Aamir. What I have seen is that he loves balls in more particular ways to his forehand side. So I'm trying to make sure I maneuver him to try to get him on the run. It's kind of like the unpredictability of not knowing where the shot's coming next.
so if you've seen some of Dylan's recent videos with Sasa, you can see the difference in gameplay between her and me. And I apologize in advance. You can see how tired I am. And we only played 5 points. All this muscle, I think it's fat if I'm honest. So something to bear in mind.
All right, ready to turn it up now?
What, did you hear what he said? Turn it up.
Let's go. All right, next go. Hey. Hey. All right, and again.
I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
Sorry, you're dabbing.
Broke my dad, man, look.
Sorry, mate.
See? I said earlier in the video, comment down below if he's being mean. Him being mean. But one thing I do want to say is, it's a whole different game of speed. I've never played somebody who can hit the ball that hard. So it's a bit of a learning curve for me.
We're now going to do some serving, and Aamir's never faced someone with a serve over 100 miles an hour. So I'm interested to see what he's thinking of, and I think it's going to be quite fun. And I'm also going to give you some tips as well on how to return some of these fast serves too.
So if that wasn't bad enough, and Dylan was like taking the mick in a good way, he's now going to try and serve against me. I have never actually faced a pro serve. I'm super scared, but it'll be a learning curve for me. And for those of you who are out there who are like at my level, probably a lot better, hopefully you can share some tips that will be valuable for me and valuable for you. Bearing in mind, he's also left-handed. I've never faced a left-hander. So, wish me luck.
Okay, warm up. All right, warm up
That was a
over.
warm-up.
Yeah.
Is he joking? That.
All right.
All right.
Let me know if you think this serves over 100 miles an hour. Was that in?
I think so. Hit the line. No chance.
Look, he's standing so far wide, I'm just going to go T. Try not to hit your camera. Okay, ready for a second serve, kick wide.
He was trying to hit my camera. I guarantee it.
Watch this kick wide. Woo! Aamir?
So what? Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Come over here, mate. Aamir, thank you for a great session.
Thanks for having me.
Really good fun. The three things that we're going to be talking about today. The first one is going to be your movement and the use of your legs. The second one is going to be the consistency, not only of your ball striking, but also thinking about what you're trying to do in the tactic of your gameplay. So can you consistently hit the ball deep in the court? Can you consistently move me around? The third is the repetition. I've probably done 10,000 plus hours in my life, 20 years of playing tennis. And yourself, how many hours would you say you played?
Probably not even close to 1,000, if I'm honest. As you can probably tell in the video. So.
So it's all to do with, I've hit a lot more balls. I think that Aamir needs to see these different speeds more often and get used to getting more comfortable, more familiar.
I agree. It's been a crazy, surreal experience seeing that level of tennis. I've watched tennis, as Dylan knows. I'm a big tennis fan. I probably know more about tennis than my PhD, I'll be honest. But seeing him hit that hard, that well, and serve, yeah, it just wants me. It gets me to play more. So thank you for having me. I hope you enjoyed the abysmal court side from me over there. However, I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me. Thank you.
No worries, man. So me in particular, when I was talking about the movement, it's knowing where to stand in the court. Sometimes you might have been a little bit too far to one side, or sometimes you might have been caught flat-footed a little bit too much.
Yes.
I think having a little wider base.
Okay.
So acknowledging with the correct split step.
Right.
And then changing of direction to just improve upon those things.
Yeah, I noticed that when you hit a shot, you probably saw as well, I was flat-footed waiting for him to do something, probably not anticipating where it goes. So then the ball was already gone by the time I was going to move, right?
That's it. And sometimes you can see that maybe if we replay a few points, you'll see that when you're actually hitting shots, sometimes we're off balance.
Yes.
We're on one leg.
Yeah.
Whereas actually, you can see that I'm a bit more in a triangle base, like my feet are widened even further. I noticed when I went wide for one of the wide forehands, I was sliding into that and I stayed low and balanced. The second part is the consistency, and I found that when I was able to replicate balls over and over again, it was quite hard for me to sustain that. I guess we're talking about to do with the speeds and and the heights and things like that. Like you notice when the ball kicked up a lot higher, it was pretty tricky as well.
Game over.
But I would say to get an average speed that you can hit at comfortably, let's say 70% of your maximal power, you want to be able to hit that reliably. So if we're working on a situation where you're improving upon your consistency, I might say, Aamir, let's try to go for a 20-shot rally within this radius of the court.
Cool.
So I might shorten the court a little bit further, and I might be like, Aamir, let's just strike the balls down the center and build our consistency in that way.
Perfect.
Third point is just repetitions. Man, we got to get on the court. We just got to hit more balls with each other.
You tell me when, you tell me where, I will be there. I'm excited.
Honestly, no substitute for repetitions. 100%. All the best players in the world hit hundreds of thousands of balls, spend many hours on the court.
Agreed.
But remember, it's the quality as well as the quantity.
Agreed. Okay. Agreed. So yeah, you'll be hopefully seeing me more, maybe.
Definitely.
I might win a point at one stage. Subscribe to find out, but I will win one.
Maybe I'll give him 1 point.
You see that?
Well done, mate. Well done, mate. My final point is that tennis is an errors-based game. You're going to make errors, you're going to miss long, wide in the net, you're going to hit the ball on the frame of your racket. It's all part of tennis, it's all part of the process of learning. I think as long as you can not get too down on yourself, just be positive. Remember, it's just a tennis game.
True.
At the end of the day.
True.
So
No.
you've got to enjoy it and have fun.
I appreciate you saying that, because when we were playing, I was missing shots. Like, how did you miss that? And for me, it's a learning curve, right? And one of the reasons why I said let's do this is because I get to learn rewatching the video and then obviously editing the video, and hopefully you guys get to see, right, I'm probably similar to his level. Those are some really useful tips. And on that note, I just want to share, Dylan doesn't know this, but I struggled when I was doing my PhD. I struggled with life in general. It was very difficult. And I mentioned to Dylan that tennis sort of kind of saved my life. It was a big outlet for me in watching it, understanding it. I related it was my outlet away from all the trauma and stress I was going through. And one of Dylan's recent videos, which is a love letter to tennis, was very moving, very emotional, and it resonated with me a lot, because I had the similar struggles to you, obviously going down that journey. So I urge you, if you haven't, please watch it. It's one of the best videos I've watched on YouTube for a long while.
Thank you.
Something I relate to, and the team did really well putting it together. So please do watch it, and you'll realize what I'm on about.